Disclaimer, my views are subject to disagreement. These are solely my critiques on Chesty's current image. Everyone has their own opinions on which of Chesty's versions look best. I also do not intend to diss anybody specifically responsible for Chesty's mutations over time. Okay, for those of you who live under a rock, Chesty the Lion is our school's mascot. He is beautiful, boisterous, and most importantly, a one of one. Bajillions of schools have lions for a mascot, but there's only one Chesty Lion. Here's what he's supposed to look like. This is the original drawing. And here's what we are currently mainly rocking with. It's gross, right? This difference literally makes me so mad. These gross Chesties and other odd versions are all over the hallways. Check out these additions. For the most part, Chesty should look like this. Let's note the differences between the original and the current one that we are using as I go down the list. Before we even compare anything, check out how this new digital Chesty has just been vertically compressed. He's been squashed. The circle is now an oval. That's just so careless and disgusting, makes me shiver. Now, firstly, Chesty should have a Pac-Man shaped eye on the left that is gazing straight at the viewer. The digital one lost that, and now the Chesty looks down on the viewer in a very odd, condescending way. He should have these grin wrinkles on the right showing that he's smiling. The digital Chesty turned those into extra whiskers. He should have 4 whiskers on each side. The digital one now just has 2 on the left and 6 on the right. He's also wearing a sweater, with red knitted ribbing on the collar, cuffs, and bottom of the sweater. He's not wearing a belt or any black bracelets or anything like the newer version makes it look like. The new one even has the super silly white slit on the right wrist that just came out of nowhere. He's also wearing those Mickey Mouse type white gloves with 3 black lines. The digital remake just mixed these up into dots and turned the paw into just these yellow lumps of hands. Lastly, Chesty is supposed to have a nose. How do you miss putting a nose on Chesty? It even looks like it's been erased. Well, make it make sense! This modern design has lost so many of these original features. I get that when this digital Chesty was made, which was around 2010 from my research, it may have been harder to digitally manipulate things, and maybe its creator wasn't too experienced in all that stuff either, but still. Chesty has gotten so bad over time. And I just covered one of the modern Chesties. There are at least a dozen more versions I can dissect. It's uncool to both Chesty and his designer, Paul Coker Jr., to let Chesty get this ugly. Coker, who designed Chesty when he was a student here in 1946, just recently passed away in July of this year. Please, let's not be careless about Chesty anymore. He deserves more than these awful renditions. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully, you won't be able to unsee Chesty's egregious errors now. And P.S. Wikipedia has the best Chesty out there.